We are live. Let me get
Where's
Craig.
Craig?
I'm getting Craig in here. Chill out. Everyone love Craig.
All hail Craig.
I'll help Craig, even though he ends up being a dickhead and leaving halfway through, usually.
Now recording.
What? Yes,
Hi,
I
Greg.
said yes.
So, yes, Thy is Craig.
Hi guys, welcome to Chaos Podcast.
Hey,
Welcome
Logan.
back.
Hi, Logan. Hi.
Hi,
How are you? How's everybody's day going today?
I'm
Yeah.
tired, but I cleaned a lot.
SmackDown? How was your day at work?
It was alright.
I still got them on me.
And Dakota?
My day was pretty boring. Spent the day doing the same thing Logan did.
What did you guys all do today? Play Need for Speed?
No, I cleaned.
You cleaned.
Yes,
Cleaning is not a fun time, so why did you clean?
because the house needs cleaned for Xfinity to come tomorrow to fix my internet.
What's been going on there?
It's not working in Sophia's room anymore.
Does it just not reach?
Yeah, apparently, but it was reaching literally right before we went to vacation. Just fine, and now it doesn't do shit.
That's weird. Maybe somebody else is using it.
I checked. There's nothing that we're not really sure of that's connected to it, but
Maybe, do you have more things like connected to it now? Because
no, nothing changed.
Shit. So what is on the agenda today, ladies and gentlemen?
Isn't it games that make you hate your life?
You sound like you already do playing this game.
I mean, I slammed into you, Dakota, and now I have to run for cops.
Well, it's more of the fact of like games or like game endings that make you like hate it and like question why they did what they did.
All right.
More on the fact of
So I'm ready for this argument because, as everybody knows, I have been getting on SmackDown's ass about judging The Last of Us 2 before beating it for the past probably like 3 or 4 months. So he finally got around to beating it. And SmackDown, go ahead.
that while I was playing it, you know, you're playing it, you're like, okay. In your head, you're like, what are they doing? And then when you're in your head, outside of your head, you're like, bro, what are you doing? What game? What are you doing? Game, you literally could have the whole entire time of like the last 45 minutes of the game, or at least before the last 45 minutes of the game. I was like, okay, I can dig it. Ellie and Dina chilling on the ranch, you know, enjoying life like it should have been. You know, Ellie got done getting her, you know, got beat the crap out of.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, she got what she deserved, you know, Joel died, yeah. She got her revenge, you know. Okay.
Kind of.
Except for killing Abby.
Yeah. So before we go too far that way, how did you enjoy Abby as a character? Like, now that knowing more about her backstory than other than the fact that she killed Joel.
In a sense, I guess it kind of made sense why she did it, but at the same time, I was like, bro, y'all are trying to sacrifice one kid that literally just wanted to live just to save, well, I guess millions, I guess.
I mean,
They're still alive. But
to be fair, Ellie wanted to die. Like, Ellie wanted to die, and that was a big part of the reason she was mad at Joel. Is because the fact that she did want to sacrifice herself for that, and Joel took away everything from her by taking that. But, yeah, like I said before, and now that you finally played it, it makes more sense that Joel was not always everybody's good guy that we see him as. He was actually a terrible person.
So his way of making up for that was to save her, because he cared about her.
Yes.
He treated her like she was his daughter. Mm-hmm. And I don't see why Ellie didn't understand that. She didn't understand that the whole entire time, why he saved her. It's like, bro, I just wanted to die, and yeah, like, bro,
Which
this man saved you.
But it's also got to. I understand where Ellie's coming from at the same time because you are, like, you're playing the whole way through The Last of Us 1 and everything, and all she wants is to, like, you know, like, you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, and then at the end of it, you don't even get to say whether or not you go through with it. I get where Ellie's pissed off from. But I don't know in the world of, like, an apocalypse if I could really truly stay mad at anybody for long, because you never know when never know when someone's gonna just die. So like, her being mad, I think it was, how far back did it say? I think it was 2 years when she found out, and then she's been mad for like 2 years about, you know, about finding out that what Joel did at Salt Lake. So, I don't know. It feels like it went on entirely too long, how long she was mad at him.
Yeah. And even then, she still didn't forgive him.
Yeah, she said, like, the final, like, thing of the game is her, like, the night before Joel dies saying, well, I'll try to forgive you.
Yeah.
Which makes the game make so much sense in a way, because that little cutscene there proves why she felt the need for like vengeance, because she's been hating Joel for the past like 2 years, and then someone killed him the day after she said she was going to try to make things work.
Yeah. But like, I guess back on the topic of Abby, hated her at first. After playing her and seeing like her point of view, I kind of was like, all right, she's making up for being a horrible person that she used to be. And I love that. I love that she was trying to make up for that, even though Mel was just kind of like, nah, you're just a crappy person, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't deserve to be happy. Basically. That's basically what Mel was saying. Like, you don't deserve to be happy.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the shitty thing is, apocalypse-wise, she really did nothing wrong. Like, she's not a bad person, per se. She just does what she has to survive. I mean, tracking Joel down and killing him is, like, will always hurt all of us, like, diehard fans' heart. But, like, besides that, realistically, she did what I feel like any one of us would do if someone, like, killed our parents and we had to walk in on it.
More on the side of people who love Joel as a character. I saw it coming a mile away, and I was like, okay, Joel had to die. You know, it.
I thought he was
plays Ellie in the second game.
I
knew it was coming, and I was okay with it.
Well,
but like the whole fact of,
I honestly thought they were going to kill off Joel in the first game. Like, I thought the first game needed that traumatic death, which now looking back, it didn't. But, like, at the time when I was playing through it, I was like, I feel like nothing really bad has happened. But then you have that whole part where it's like that full scare that he dies, where he falls off the thing and gets impaled.
Yeah.
So, like, up until that point, I was like, there's no real death. And I'm not going to lie, it low-key got me for a second. I really thought they killed off Joel.
It did that to all of us.
But what... So, alright, so back to the part of the topic where the games that piss us off. So, the ending.
Bro. Literally, like I said, the whole farm life and everything, I was okay with it. I was like, okay, we're going to end on a good note. You know, you're sitting on the tractor with the baby. I literally thought that was the end of the game. I was like, bro... This is nice. It's nice.
I did too, but I felt like at the time I was like, "There's no way this is the end of the game," because it feels so like lackluster for an ending.
And then 2 cutscenes later, Tommy shows up. I was like, "No."
Did you think? Hold on. Did you think Did you think Tommy was dead? Because I thought Tommy was dead until he showed up.
I thought he was dead. I was like, okay, Tommy dies.
He got shot in the face. I was pissed off about that. I was like, how are you going to kill Tommy, too? I was like, you kill everybody in this fucking game.
And then Tommy shows up, and then I was like, oh, no. He planted a seed.
Yeah.
And then here you go to the 45 minutes of the game. trying to go find Abby, and then you're gonna kill her, and then the fight, and then she finally realized, like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then at the very end, it was like, was that all worth it? Was the whole trouble of going after Abby, losing all your friends, your love of your life, it wasn't worth it. And now she has nothing.
So you made a good point the other day when we were talking about this in like chat, that it was like, you were like, I feel like the whole game was useless. But in a way, the devs basically tell you it's useless at the end of the game. Because the whole point of the game is to prove that revenge is useless and it'll get you nowhere in life. Because literally the only thing that she had left of Joel by the end of the game was being able to play that song he played at the beginning. And then Abby bit off her fingers, and then she no longer could do that. So the whole point of the game is just proving that revenge is useless and it's not going to get you anywhere. But overall, how did you rate the game? Go ahead, Dakota.
I was just gonna say, because I haven't really finished the second one. I've only really played through the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just coming off of the bias of the first game, so I can only speak on that.
Yes.
As a character, for me, Joel, obviously, I think the only reason why a lot of people sympathize with him is because of what they showed us in the first half. He lost his daughter, and none of us know what it's really like to lose a child. God forbid that we ever have to learn that. So, I mean, coming off of that, I can kind of understand that even though it wasn't a good decision, if placed in the same one, what would we have done,
Yeah.
So I think that's why it really affected everybody the way it did when he did die. And that's why everybody's kind of like, well, what was the point in building up that kind of emotional response to us if you're just going to cut it off immediately?
See, that's not what I heard. What I heard, everyone's major problem with is how he died. Everyone said that he went out like a bitch. But what do you expect? They're not going to give every single person a hero's death. And when has anybody really in The Last of Us / Uncharted series really went out with a hero's death? That's just not Naughty Dog. They just don't do that.
True.
So, I would rather of it. I'm sure everyone would rather someone go out with a hero's death that we all loved and admired. But it's unrealistic. And the whole point of the game is kind of to show you the realistic sides of things. They even picked a real disease that could happen to make their zombies about.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys know this, for the ones who don't, the cordyceps thing is actually a real thing that develops on certain animals, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's mostly affects insects, and
that's it.
Takes control of their body.
Yeah. So it's actually a real thing. So everything they've picked for the game is pretty realistic. But all right, I want to do a few rates quick. So SmackDown, out of 10, story-wise, how is The Last of Us 2?
I'll probably give it a 7.
Yeah. I feel like it was still a good story. It was still a fun time.
Yeah.
It just...
Well, like I said, at first, I didn't really like the Abby character, so, it was kind of like I had to force myself to play it.
Yeah.
And so when I got to that point to where I kind of had to force myself, I quit playing. That's what it took me, when the game came out. I got the game for free, so I played when it came out. I played all the way up to Abby when it came out, and then I didn't touch the game until now. So from that point till now is how long it took me to finally sit down and play it.
And I've beaten it 4 times.
Yeah.
Graphics, what would you say?
I give that a solid 8 to 9.
Yeah.
Every now and then there was a few errors with it, but nothing okay, I'm not gonna play it because of this. It overall was a beautiful game, and it improved a lot more than what the first game was.
Yeah. What about the way that like the game portrays its environment?
It did so much better than the first game.
Yeah.
So much better.
Like
You could literally hide in like grass and stuff. Like the grass was more realistic.
the first one
when
you
it
couldn't
came to
even
one-
the first one you couldn't even actually lay down in. Which
Yeah,
brings
even crouch.
which brings me to my next one. What about gameplay in general? Because I feel like they definitely improved.
Oh yeah.
It was
yeah,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
like smooth. Like
Oh my
everything felt
God.
smooth.
Yes, it was. It was super smooth. I loved it.
But yeah, that's basically our depiction of The Last of Us 2, which made Rob pretty angry the other night. So that's why we wanted to bring that up first, and he finally played through it. And as everybody knows, it's my favorite game series. So,
Yep.
but on to the next one. What games are pissing you guys off recently?
I mean, honestly, Cold War's been pissing me off just because of this fucking servers.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Call of Duty anymore. I've came to realize that I could care less.
The skill-based matchmaking is just what fucks it. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to win 3 games and then get put in a lobby with somebody who's gonna go 55-3. Like, that's just not fucking realistic.
I feel like I don't even play enough games to like even get in a skilled based game, because I'll play like a game here and there, and then like all of us will get on at once, so I instantly switch to like private mode.
Yeah, see, you don't want to play online. It's just stupid.
Well, that's like for the skilled based thing. So the other day I was playing comps on Rocket League, and it was the 1v1 comp, and I only lost the first match. In the first match, it was my own fault. I kept fucking up and doing stupid shit. But the guy was like evil, like not evil, leveled equal to me. And then I lost that match by 1 point. And then after that, they started putting me with like absolute bots, like the worst players of the worst. And I'm like, this is just disrespectful. Now I'm scoring 20-0 on these fucking kids that are probably like 7 trying to play Rocket League for the first time.
I understand. Yeah, Rocket League just... Games need to fix their...
Yeah, skill-based matchmaking
systems.
doesn't work on any game. I think that's
No.
probably one of the worst things that can happen to a game.
That's because they have no real way to balance it out.
No, it just goes by your most recent game. Like, yeah, I could be absolute god because you put me with shit players, and now I'm a shit player because you put me with absolute gods. Like, like what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that I don't really like about skill-based, player-based, or anything like that is like you guys were bringing up how you do good one match and then all of a sudden you get put with like these MLG players and shit like that. But then you got the community who's doing the same thing where they fucking you get into a match, you do great, into another match with some of the few other people. And they're like, oh, well, you're garbage. What the hell was that all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the community's just toxic.
They definitely don't make it fun.
Yeah, that comes back to us saying the other day that there's really no games out that are fun anymore. It's just kind of games that keep us occupied. Kayla, you got anything? You getting tired of Uno or Rocket League?
See, my thing with Rocket League is you guys complain about getting the shit players, but I am the shit player that goes against you guys. And then I'm the one that's like, well, fuck, what's the point? Because I'm not even getting any goals. They won't even let me touch the ball.
See, my
But,
problem...
like...
Go ahead.
I was going to change the subject.
I was just going to say, my problem with comp in the first place is that while I'm 20-0 in these fucking kids that are basically bots, they never fucking quit the game. So I'm literally just destroying this person's hope for 5 minutes. Like,
Well, you lose XP and then you also don't get, like, anything.
Well, I'm not saying, like, quit, but no, you can still forfeit. Like, a comp game, you can forfeit.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't lose stuff for forfeiting. You lose stuff for like quitting out of the game in total. But like, I don't know. I feel like comp should have a scoring system. Like if you go so many point, like if I 10-0 someone, end the fucking game. Like why am I still in here? Like I don't need to 25-0 this kid and make him want to like break his fucking keyboard. But yeah, that's all I really have on Rocket League. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Kayla?
I was gonna say that I don't agree that there's no fun games out anymore, because if someone like comes over and we all sit down and play Mario Party or something, we can thrive off of that shit.
But that's an old game.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
Mario
but it's
Party's
still
been out for a
something
while.
we like to play together. It's not.
No, what we were mentioning is that there's like nothing coming out in the future that really piques any of our interest. Like,
Well, no, because the gaming industry is not.
gaming industry is broken. I can see why. So here's our biggest difference, Kayla. So I can see why you still have fun playing certain video games, and that's due to the fact that you haven't played video games religiously since you were like
10 years old.
6.
Even before that, yeah.
Like I've been playing games religiously since the PlayStation 2, and I don't know if maybe I'm just worn out, but like there's just nothing that like makes me care anymore.
That sounds like a you problem, because I can have a great time.
Which is because you're a newer gamer. Like you might have had like a 360 and stuff like that, but you did not get into hardcore playing until you were dating me.
I'm still not into hardcore playing. I only play whenever someone else plays with
Oh
me.
no, what I heard the other day is that you might be starting your own Twitch account to start live streaming, which I think you'll do great at. I mean, I think you'll be super awkward for the first few episodes, but your energy.
I think I need to learn how to set it up first.
Yeah, your energy and just I've never met someone in my entire life that can keep themselves occupied or entertained as much as you keep yourself entertained.
I think I'm a cool person to hang out with.
So like I feel you'd be a good
Nah,
streamer because
Steve.
when I stream by myself, I feel awkward. I don't know how to talk, especially with the cameras on. I start like getting nervous.
Yep.
I'm like,
I get that.
I was like, I don't know what to say. Like that's why I'm not a Let's Play person unless it's like a 2-player game.
And unless there's somebody in chat like talking to you, it's kind of like awkward because you're like just talking to yourself.
Yeah, or I just like be quiet and like just not talk.
Well,
So-
the game I want to play is like a sound sensitivity based game. So like if you talk, the monster or whatever will hear you and then like come try and find you more.
What the fuck are you playing?
I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Aowoki. It's AYOWOKI. I've watched a couple people play it, and it seems like a fun game.
Oh, I thought maybe Joey got you into it because that's like games that he play.
No, I don't talk
games-
to Joey that.
Games that I can't pronounce are games that Joey play.
I don't even know how to say his. Is he the one with like the Yoraka or something?
Unica.
Yeah. Well, it's same difference.
I just plays Korea's much easier. SmackDown. So now that you have finished the epic adventure of The Last of Us, what story-based game are you gonna go to?
Honestly, I don't know. Compared to like what I got right now, I'm still waiting to like officially move into my apartment so I can actually get on my PC again, so I can actually play all my story-based games. I know I got to still do my Village of Shadows playthrough with Anton on Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
And then other than that, probably to finish going through Mass Effect trilogy.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I was just about to say I am officially going to be starting the Mass Effect trilogy for the very first time. I never played it on PS3.
Good shit.
And I am also getting into the BioShock series.
The BioShock series is good.
And then on top of
that will give you a run for your money.
yeah,
Those will. and they're all free on the they're at least free for a month PlayStation Plus.
Mm.
So the whole collection.
I have the disc, but what else was I gonna get in? So I think me and John's favorite game to play together on the PS3 days was Resident Evil 5. So I think me and him are gonna do a let's play of that just because it's fun and John's a character and he'll keep it interesting. I know I want to focus on doing my own Twitch stuff and YouTube channel for a little bit too because I've been doing Chaoses for a bit. So with my break next month, I think I'll be streaming on my own a little bit here and there, seeing what I can get done.
I gotcha.
Sounds good.
I like streaming Madden. That's really fun for me to stream. But the only problem is it always gets copyrighted.
Listen, I'll get on with you.
I would play Madden.
I also want... I don't know. I don't know what
If
else.
you get enough people, if you get enough people, you can do like a what is it, the online league thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Franchise mode. You can do that with a group of people and see how that goes.
I also want to... So I bought the Hitman series, 1 and 2. I need to play through those. I have Spider-Man that I need to play the first one. And then I have to buy Miles Morales. Why did I say Marlon? Fuck. I think that's an MMA fighter. Yeah, so I have that I have both Spider-Man games I gotta play. And then I also have to play the God of War. Like the new one.
That's a good one to play.
I
still got to play that.
I watched a Let's Play of it. Far From Subtle. I like watching those guys. But yeah, I watched a little bit of that.
I watched Todd play through it, and it's good as fuck.
I didn't know Todd even played it.
Mm-hmm. He bought it when it first came out.
But yeah, so... I don't know. I have a month where I'm taking a little break, so I'm gonna get through some of my story games. I've been neglecting them for some time. And the PS5 makes everything worth playing because the graphics are fucking phenomenal.
And they make it a little bit faster to play.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, Rob, I know you probably haven't played the original Last of Us since like PS3. Play that shit on the PS5, dude. That shit runs so good, and the graphics are like really amazing for it being a 2013 for an 8-year-old game.
I'll try to go back and play it through. You know how it is. Like, it has to be a game that I absolutely love to go back and play through.
See, that's the thing. So
Kingdom Hearts games.
I understand that because I love the Uncharted games, and I don't want to start one without playing the other. But I cannot, like, every time I download it and I try to get through it, I can't get through the first Uncharted game anymore. It's just, even with the graphics being great, it's just wonky. Like, it just feels weird. It's like, it's like when another one. So this is what I hate about when people remaster trilogies. Okay. So, like, you guys know Mafia has, like, 3 games, right? Like, the trilogy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they remastered it, but they only changed they remastered the first game to run like the third game, but they didn't remaster the second game. So the second game has complete different controls. The graphics are a little wonky. Like, they just did, like, a reboot of the second one, not even a remaster. Like, they just did the graphics better. But they didn't change anything else about it. So, like, I can't stand that when all the buttons are different. So, like, you go from learning all the buttons in the first one to having to change it up for the second one to having to go back to the original one in the third one. So, like,
That'd be kind of ass. I understand where you get annoyed with it.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Any other topics you guys want to bring up today?
One of the topics I would like to talk about, if you guys don't mind, is how we're all kind of like, you know, we're starting to play together a lot more with different members of the group. And I quite honestly find it endearing, whereas like before everything else had happened, before I joined, I never really was playing with anyone, playing, by myself. So, having people to hook up with every now and then to do whatever, kind of a lot more fun than just being by yourself. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. That was my thing.
Oh, you're welcome, bro.
The longest time, like, I lost touch with a lot of my, like, online gaming buddies. Like, I don't remember the last time me and SmackDown really sat down and played a game together before Chaos started back up.
It was a very long time because we
It had to be,
joined in the party every now and then, but like we didn't actually sit down and play anything.
it had to be Minecraft on the PS3. That had to be the last game we played together.
Oh God, yeah. With that old group with Sonic and Beast Girl and
Yeah.
whew,
Yeah, it had to be then.
that was rough. That was rough. Those were rough times. Very rough times.
We played a little bit on GTA 5 when it first came out.
Yeah. Once it quit being buggy.
Yeah. I don't know, the bugs make games like that, though. Like, I'm glad story mode-wise it wasn't that buggy, but, like, online was pretty
Right.
buggy when it first came out. But that also made it, like, you run into, like, a certain wall and then you fly across the map.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't believe they're remastering that game for a third time, so just making another game.
Well, why not? They can make money off of it.
But
Yeah.
only 13-year-olds are still playing the game, man. 13 or, like, 45-year-olds.
Yeah, well, that's only because they sunk so much fucking money into the game. What's
Yeah,
the point
I feel
getting
like,
rid of it?
yeah, if you have to play a game, if you have to spend that much money on a game, you might as well keep playing it, actually. Which is why I think Joey plays half the games he does, because he wastes so much time doing it.
Well, that's why when, kind of bringing it around to Call of Duty again, it's like they let you, like, even if you're on different consoles or whatever, to bring your account over, because I spent a lot of fucking money on Call of Duty. I know I shouldn't have. It was really dumb, but, like, I'm just happy now that you can just kind of continue on with it, and they're not forcing you to, like, restart everything.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So back to games that we all hate.
What, do you got one?
What's one?
Dark
What's
Souls.
one? Well, I mean that's a given.
Yeah,
That's
that game literally
everybody.
exists for you to hate it.
Yes, but has anybody actually played through it and tried to enjoy
Yes.
the game?
No, you don't enjoy Dark Souls. You don't try to enjoy Dark Souls. You just do
I
it.
mean, I enjoy it once I realize like, okay, I actually have to go and like farm and constantly do that, and then I got people that can help me and teach me the tips and stuff on like when fighting certain bosses and when to like do stuff. That's when I enjoy it. But for the most part, if you're playing it by yourself, you're gonna hate it, just on the simple fact that it's hard. It's just hard.
It's a masochist game.
I want a game that we can
Yeah.
all play together, at least us with, like, PCs and stuff. But, like, there's really nothing that piques my interest currently.
I would say there's a lot we can play together.
State of Decay 2.
I've played them.
I haven't really played any of them. Didn't State of Decay start off as, like, a mod on another game?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought State of Decay was something else. But either way, I still haven't figured out my EA Play, which makes me very upset.
Really?
Yeah, someone linked their account to my Steam, so now I have EA Play for a year that I can't even access.
Well, you can
Oh,
probably
God.
cancel it, can't you?
No. I mean, I've looked everywhere, and I haven't seen somewhere where I could. I'm looking on Steam right now to see what games are
If
interesting.
anything, you can always do a ticket with EA and see if you can get your money back for it.
Yeah. I wish Red Dead Online was more fun, but it was just kind of lackluster.
Mm-hmm.
It lacks. I feel like it lacks content. They
It
keep
does.
adding like different like roles you can do, but like at the same time, it's like
This is
I
all
need
you can
more.
do. Which is weird because the original Red Dead Redemption I remember that being a lot more fun.
It's because of how buggy it was, and they never actually fixed it, and they made certain guns OP.
Yeah. Like, I could probably still get on Red Dead Redemption 1, despite the graphics, and play online better than I can play, you know, the new one.
A lot of other games.
The new one online. I think it would be a fun thing to download Black Ops 2 back on my PC and play it. I think we have to hit up some old maps and maybe stream it.
Apparently on Black Ops 3 on the PC, you can get a bunch of modded maps. Same thing with World at War.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of modded maps. So I was thinking about getting World at War and doing that because that's what we started on. Like,
I didn't start on World at War. I started
on World at War.
I started on Black Ops 1 and then went back and played World at War later. But by the time I went back and played World at War, it was like, I think I logged into an online match and they leveled me up to like 1,000. So it was already hacked and completely ruined by the time I got on.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
What was you guys' first game that you played online?
I mean, online was Black Ops.
You said the original
Like
Black
with
Ops?
other people or just online?
Not like just what was the first server that you went in and played like an online game?
Need for Speed, Most Wanted in like 2012.
Wasn't that on like the PlayStation 2?
That was the PS3 one. No, that's the PS3 one.
There's another Need for Speed out there called Most Wanted. It's
yeah, that was my dad's favorite.
But yeah, that was the first game that I truly played online with, and a bunch of other randoms.
I'm trying to think. For me, it had to be. I think it was WWE 2K. 2K or not even 2K. It was just WWE 12.
Yep. When the game got really good, 12 and 13 are probably the best ones that they ever made.
And then it went to 2K.
That, it just went downhill.
That's because it went to 2K. 2K should have never got the rights to the wrestling games. It's not a real sport. It shouldn't be made by sports people. No offense to all the wrestling fans out there, but it's not real.
It's literally made for entertainment purposes. They don't deny that.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be a huge WWE fan, but the more I watch MMA, the less I can watch WWE.
See, I used to be one too, but like, then everything started getting a little too scripted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
now it's family friendly now.
Yeah, like back in the day, where like the Hardy Boys and CM Punk and all of them just reigned supreme. Now it's like, Triple H is making this match where you can't fucking do certain things. You know what I mean?
It's just not fun. It's not fun to watch anymore.
Yeah.
For me,
95% of it's fake.
I used to watch the shit out of it, but what ruined it for me was COVID. As Kayla can attest, how awkward was watching WrestleMania where every bump was like, just like men moaning. I remember when me and Kayla watched it, she's like, this is not the same.
It was so awkward. You could even hear like the ref and stuff.
It's because there's not 50,000 people in the fucking thing yelling.
Oh, well, I wouldn't guess that.
Well, like, just men grunting. I just can't do it.
I mean, that's what you hear mainly at UFC, though, too. And
yeah, but they're actually beating shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give AEW its credit, though. That kind of piques my interest, still. Because they still doing, like, crowd stuff, but, like, not a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And, I don't know, I think WWE's just dead in general. Like, I think Vince ruined the company. And they be releasing, like, all of their big stars just randomly, so I think they're getting ready to sell.
They're going to make bank off of that, though.
I mean, hold on. There's a whole person in here with a name of something wrestling related, and he hasn't said a word about it. SmackDown.
That's because When Edge had to retire the first time, I quit watching it
Yeah.
because that was my favorite. And so after around that time, I just quit watching and never picked it back up. And having to live with somebody that was obsessed with it, I was like, bro, this is trash. Like, none of this makes sense. The games suck.
Yeah.
The- After 13, I didn't play a single WWE game after that because it was garbage.
I completely agree with you there. I mean, I've played games since then, but I never got the same like.
I played so many hours at my buddy's house. We would go in there. We would literally make our characters. Me, him, and another person. We make characters. We have our own personas, and we literally just fight to the bitter end. And then we would fight for belts, and it was great. It was great. And then like 14 happened, and it kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, as soon as 2K took over, 2K needs to stick to their own things because when it's not their own things, they destroy it.
I never really liked the WWE games. I was not a fan. I'd
SmackDown
rather played USC.
vs. Raw was fun, like the original SmackDown vs. Raws.
Yeah.
Those were
I mean,
peak.
no, I still just like USC. Like, I think it's just a better game.
It is just UFC comes down to like not having much like once you finish the story, it's not really that replayable because like you just do the same thing. With the old with the old SmackDown vs. Raws, you could choose a different character. Like you chose who you went in and played your campaign as, and then it would switch like the stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
But
then when they made it to where you can make your own character and do it, which was really fun.
Yeah.
I still want to say 2010 is either 2009 or 2010 was where they got real creative and you could play different story modes with like certain people. Like in 2010, I believe, you could play like you have one story where you played against the Undertaker. Your whole objective was to was hyping your character up, leveling your character up to fight Undertaker at WrestleMania to try to beat a streak.
Oh yeah. I remember that. How is Black Ops 2 still selling for fucking $60 on Steam?
Because
it's Call of Duty and people pay for it.
Oh man. I don't understand. How comes the newer Call of Duties don't sell? I mean, I know they have their own thing with Blizzard and stuff now, but you would still think they would come on Steam.
You would think, right?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense that they don't. I know what I gotta also play that I keep pushing off because everyone tells me how bad of a game it is, but Cyberpunk. I spent way too much money on it to not play the fucking game.
Right.
I'm still waiting for the game to get fixed before I go back and hop on it.
But you have it on PC. I heard it runs flawless on PC.
Yeah, but it still has issues. It's not as bad as console, but it still has issues. And I'm just waiting, hopefully, that we get the game that they promised, which I know probably not going to get. But
it's not happening this year, at least.
Yeah. But I've already put over like a day's worth of hours into the game when it was going through crap.
I put like
I
put 2 hours in or so. I don't know. I want to let this up to the chat for those who do watch. Is there any games that you recommend that we play? Because I am like dead when it comes to trying to find stuff to play. Like I'm looking through here right now and there's some cool single player stuff, but there's really not one game that I see that we could all play together and have fun.
I don't really know too many games that'll allow a lot of other people play. Like, are you depending like a 4-player game?
It don't even really matter. It's just gotta be a decent story. Because like I can't play an online game if it's just like besides like shooters and stuff like that. But like if we're playing like a story game that they're gonna have like 4 people in, it's gotta have a decent story. Or the fuck am I playing this for?
No, never mind. I can't recommend that because it gives you a headache.
I just saw Borderlands come up on my screen.
I was going to say, if you can get past the game giving you a headache, I'd definitely go back and play the first one all the way through.
I have all 3 of them.
I own all of them on console and on PC. That's how much. And I own them on Switch.
You know what? I will give it a try. I will give it a try if you guys play with me.
Good.
Well, I'm currently playing the second one. I have all of them.
But you guys have to make me weapons and stuff because I'm not gonna sit there and be dying all the time.
Well, no, we'd all make we'd all restart, obviously.
Well, here's the thing: if you guys play 2, I'm currently max level on 2. I can literally just, you guys can run a couple missions with me. I'll level you up as quickly as I can, and I'll just give you my guns.
But that's not fun. He's gotta play the story.
So
you can still play the story.
So should I buy this on console? Because none of us have the same console besides me and Rob. Or should I buy it on PC? Is it cross-platform?
I don't think so.
As at the current moment, they're going to be making 3 cross-platform. It's not cross-platform yet.
Yeah, but I can't start from the 3rd one without knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Well,
I would say they remastered Borderlands 1 on console. It's $30. I want to say it's $30. They gave us Borderlands, the Handsome Jack collection, for free for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I had that. I had that. I downloaded that, so I have that one.
At that point, you just play it on console. At that point.
Yeah.
Unless
I meant 3 of us can play together because I have a PS5, Rob has a PS5, and Dakota has a PS4. But
I don't have Borderlands on PlayStation. I have it on the Xbox.
Fucking buy it.
Oh, shoot.
Why? So I can restart too?
Well, isn't that the plan?
All right.
If anything, we can try to.
Get off my feet.
We could pitch in some money to get Logan a PS4.
Listen, I want to.
I got an extra one he can borrow for the.
We already bought one of the Sear brothers or a PlayStation.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not a Searer, but I know you bought his PlayStation.
Yeah, I did buy Todd's PlayStation just for him to keep it in Tim's room.
Yeah, no shit.
Moving on. I do have an extra PS4 that you can borrow. It's just really loud and annoying because the fans need cleaned out.
Okay, I mean, it's not like I can't clean out a fan.
Well, we tried and it's still loud and annoying, so I'm pretty sure it's on his last legs, but, that Uncharted edition is really holding up right now.
Well, if worse comes to worse, since I'm going to be living with him, we could just play split screen for a while.
Yeah.
That's
true.
That's absolute dog water. Why would you even...
Because because Borderlands is not hard to play on split screen.
Any game's hard to play on split screen.
No, Borderlands is not something that's hard to play on split screen.
Yes,
it's actually.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Me and Stormy do not struggle on our 65-inch TV.
Dude, hold on. I struggle playing any game on my 65-inch TV. I don't feel like it's big enough, but it's playing split screen with someone on my 65. Hell no, that should make it like a 19-inch monitor. Fuck that. I ain't doing it.
I don't have an issue with it. But I also had to play split screen a lot growing up.
Which, to be fair, is weird because I only play most games actually on my monitor or like a smaller TV. But, like, unless I'm playing, like, a deep story game that I could play on my 65-inch. But, like, if I try to play Call of Duty or something on my 65-inch TV, I just want to fucking throw my controller through it. I don't know. I start playing like shit for some reason.
Yeah, so the only real games, by the way, Quinn, if you really want to know, like, the first one is good, but the second and the third one are the only linear games. Those are the only two that you'd really have to play to really understand what's going on.
So, I just want to get into the first one because that's the one that everyone says is the best.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good game.
Two is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one is kind of hard to get into because it was a test game, and they didn't think it was going to do well. So, and the budget they had for it.
Well, for fuck's sake, then I might as well just buy the second one if the first one has nothing to do with it.
It's still good because
It's
you get
still good. Yeah.
You still learn the story. It's just
Hold
Not
on.
as
It's
good
not-
as the
Y'all,
second.
y'all need to tell me what to do because, for one, I'm already spending $30 on the first game, and
Holy
then I'm
fuck.
also spending like $10 to $15 on the Tylenol it's going to take me to get through the first game. So, like,
Wait,
that's
is
already
this on-
$45 added up.
Wait, it's 30 on PlayStation.
Something like that. I don't know. I can look it up on Steam, too.
If you want my opinion, just get the first and the second one. Those are the only ones that you really even have to pay attention to. You don't have to get any of the DLCs for them if you don't want to or anything like that. But the first and the second games are the best in the series that you'll get.
I mean, I'll play through them all if I'm bored. But it's not a game that I will sit down and play by myself. Like, if we all play it together, I'll play it. But
I'm on it almost every day, so
that's because you need a life.
that's because I've already put so much time and effort into this game. Why not keep playing it?
Yeah, you know, what's his name said that literally the definition of being a psychopath is doing the same thing and expecting different
Voss.
results. So, like,
The problem is, though, this isn't insanity because I can do this 15 different times and still get different results.
Yeah, you can. You'll never have the same drops from the same enemies.
I'm just
I
saying, replaying a game just because you put a lot of hours into it doesn't make the game better.
Well, I'm not replaying it. I'm on the same character.
It
It's just that
drives
there's so
it
much
out.
to do.
As I say that, but I've played The Last of Us series 150 times.
Yeah.
What have we played the first game on every gen of console since the PS3? Oh, man.
This is ridiculous.
I feel like I haven't let Kayla talk enough, but do we ever?
Do you want to know a fun fact?
Fun fact.
What's that?
Drake Bell has pleaded guilty to felony child endangerment.
Damn.
I guess he won't be coming for no iCarly reboot.
Well,
He
that's
wasn't even in
crazy.
iCarly.
He wrote the song for it.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote the song for the first iCarly, yeah.
I thought he only did it for the Drake and Josh.
But
So
that
with one of my exes, we went and saw them at Brewski's, which is a
we
like
know,
a
we know what Brewski's is.
yeah. We saw them there in concert.
You see how the world will change for me.
I'm gonna hop off here, guys, because I got to do some stuff before I hit the hay. So everybody have a good night.
Alrighty.
All right,
Yeah.
night.
Can't wait to listen to this. Everyone on the podcast, have a rest of the good night. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy.
Damn, he didn't even give us time to say bye.
He is very busy man.
Busy boy.
So what else we got? Logan, I see you're on Wizard 101. So
Yes, sir.
I thought you were
Fucking
done.
Bryson got Logan addicted to Wizard 101 again for him to not play it.
Didn't you spend a lot of money on that game? Like a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount?
When I was a kid, yes.
Oh my god. Rob, bringing up something. Alright, I'm gonna fuck your memory up real quick. So do you
Alright.
remember how much money we spent on fucking gun skins in Call of Duty on Black Ops 2?
Yes, I did the same.
I
bro.
used to steal my mom's credit card, put it on my account. And I would
See, I
charge
would-
it at random times so she wasn't catching on. I mean, she always caught one, but...
See, I didn't have to do that. I just had to go to my grandpa and be like, "Hey, so I want this new thing for Call of Duty." He goes, "Okay, I'll go get a GameStop card."
Yeah, no, I snuck my mom's credit card. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, Mom.
There was only specific ones, and I had to do like chores, or I had to like go trade in like old games just so I can get like money to do it.
Do you guys remember
But yeah,
the bacon skin?
Yes.
I think my favorite was the Aqua and the Cyborg. The Cyborg one was cool as shit.
Me and Zenny would like go off and on game sharing with each other.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Cyborg, I always had my DSR have a Cyborg camo until I got a Diamond.
Listen, that was like the easiest gun to get. Like, the snipers in that game were the easiest ever to get Diamond.
I had everything Diamond, I believe. The only thing I don't remember if I had Diamond or not were the pistols. I had the one pistol that was the one-handed one. I had that gold, but that's all that I remember. But the first gun that I ever got golden, and then eventually Diamond, still my favorite gun of all Black Ops games, the MSMC. I wish they would bring
to me
that
that
back.
feels like, to me the MSMC feels like it's been replaced by the Milano, and I don't like what they did with it.
Now the Mac 10 gives me MSMC vibes, which is why I use it. You put a foregrip on there, the suppressor, and it just feels good.
Yeah, but the Mac 10 has such a much higher fire rate than the MSMC.
Oh,
did.
for sure.
That's why I said it gives me more like a Milano. Kind of got that ticky shot.
Well, I don't know about that because I don't play as much as you guys do.
The Mac 10 is a gun I will always hate, even if I have it, because oh my gosh,
It's just stupid.
It's stupid.
It is stupidly amazing.
Okay, but it doesn't need to be as good as it is, especially because they've nerfed it so many times.
Yeah, I get that. Let's see. Rocket League. How's everybody been about that? I'm getting to the point where I don't like it anymore again.
My problem is I've been playing with Stormy. And nothing against her, but she does never improve. So it's hard when you're trying to rank up and can't rank up because the person is so far below you.
I'm not gonna lie, I hand it to you for being able to play games with your significant other, because I fucking can't. I can't name one game that I like playing Rocket League with Kayla, like when we're playing with our friends and stuff, but I can't think of like a game besides that we sit down and we both enjoy and play together.
I mean,
there is none.
Yeah, there literally is none. She'll watch me play games for like a certain amount. She got into Fallout, like while I was playing Fallout 4, my most recent time. She was like vibing with it, and then she started her own, but she never went anywhere with it. Sadly.
No, see, she'll sit there and watch me play some games. Other games, she's like, I want to play with you, and sometimes I just can't. Because I'll admit, sometimes it gets to the point where I'm just like, why are you so dumb? She makes the simplest mistakes.
Yeah, I'm also the person that like I said earlier, I hate split screen. So like, if Kayla wants to play a game with me, it has to be online. So like, I'll literally go out of my way and buy another game. Like, I think we own Black Ops Cold War on like 3 different things. We own it on the Xbox. And it don't even work for the PC. No, we own it on 4 because I updated my PS4 version of my PS5, so now Kayla can play Cold War while I play Cold War.
Oh my god.
You know what I have that's useless? My Xbox. It just sits there. It sits there. It does nothing.
It's not useless. You just don't use it.
Same difference.
So it's useless.
No. Yeah,
no.
It's useless in our household.
It's more of a collector's item at this point. I think it's because I got the Forza edition too. I think that's the only reason I kept it. Yes. Dexter, my dog, for those who don't know, Dexter, he pisses me off when it comes to that Xbox. Especially when I first got it, I was fucking hyped. And I would turn it on and it went vroom, and then Dexter would go over and like investigate it, and then he would hit it with his nose. And it being the sensor, it would go vroom, and then shut off. And he would do this.
Turn it back on.
He would do it like 4 times, dude.
You realize how pissed I would be?
I was like, come on, man. I want to plug in my Xbox now because I feel like a dick for not playing it. And I have the Game Pass.
So we got the cat, right? Pia will not stop picking up the cat. Which Pia is my kid. but she chases this cat everywhere. Like, will shove shit out of her way in seconds to fucking get to it. Well, she shoved the basket in front of my Xbox out of the way and was trying to chase the cat because the cat got on top of my Xbox, and she unplugged my shit during fucking Warzone the other day. And
Oh, God.
Nah,
so
Warzone.
fucking.
I bet that was a bad time.
Oh yeah, I was fucking pissed. I was like, we were actually doing decent, and yep, she just had to fuck shit up.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can see why that would be a bit of a problem for you, Logan. Considering
Good thing
that's
you're
all you fucking play.
No, it's not.
That's all you play anymore.
I mean, I am enjoying Warzone, but that's not all I've been playing.
I don't know how anyone physically enjoys Warzone at this point.
Rebirth is so much fun.
I don't know what that means because I don't play Warzone.
Okay, so you have Verdansk where it's the normal like battle royale, and then you have Rebirth where it's a smaller island, but for the first like, I think it's like 8 or 10 minutes of the match, everyone respawns as long as somebody from your team is alive.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's actually it's not as just intense as the regular game where you go down and you're fucked.
Yeah.
It kind of gives it more of a replay aspect because you can always come back and beat the people that killed you in the first place.
I get that, but I still no, that's not for me. Oh man, we need to bring some more people in here. The guest.
Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah.
I like Rob being in here. Kale's got good, interesting points.
When Kayla gets her points out.
Yeah, Kayla just doesn't want to talk over us. Which all she has to do is like speak up, and then one of us will shut up, and then she can just talk. That's basically.
That's because last time I did it, you literally told me not to talk in the next one.
That's not true. I didn't. I probably said that.
He's like, yeah, I probably said it.
I didn't mean it. Or did I? So, we got a new emblem.
Yes, we do, and it looks actually dope compared to the old one.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the old one. I don't know who made
It's because you just let everyone pick an animal, and then we ended up with a fucking phoenix.
Yeah, I don't know who really.
That's because listen, we should have went with the squid.
I said
told you
not
we
to
should've
do the
won.
phoenix, and Quentin didn't want to do the squid because that's his thing.
The squid
No.
is my thing. I do need to make
Yeah,
a squid.
but you also said the squid was stupid, Kayla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On another note,
I'm the
though,
one with an egg.
I'm about to go play. One of my coworkers go play MLB, so I'm gonna hop off for the night though.
All right, yeah, we're good. It's been an hour and 3 minutes, so I'm chill to end it for the night as well.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Yep. Hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening.
Yep.
Make sure you guys
Good
drink
night.
some water.
Yep.
Not that I would ever do that. All right. Goodbye.